Promotions with Henry Holmes Productions and your undisputed, undefeated king of beers, Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Present 12 rounds of boxing for the linear heavyweight championship of the world. Sanctioned by the New Jersey State Athletic Control Board, Boxing Commissioner Larry Hazard Sr., Chairman Jerry Gormley, Board members Gary Shaw and Stephen Katz, Deputy Commissioner John Greco, physicians at ringside, Dr. Kenneth Remsen, Dr. Stephen Oxler, Dr. Dominic Coletta Jr., and Dr. Louis Sabatini. Timekeeper at the bell, Roosevelt Gilbert. Counting for the knockdown seconds, alternate referee Tony Orlando. The three judges scoring this bout on a 10-point must system will be Kelvin Claxton, Lawrence Layton, and Steve Weisfeld. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Eddie Cotton. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, from Donald J. Trump's Taj Mahal Casino Resort of Atlantic City, New Jersey, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white trimmed with black, he weighs 227 pounds. His professional record, an excellent one, 29 victories, including 24 knockouts with only one defeat. Tonight, he plans on taking another step towards his goal to become the world champion. Ladies and gentlemen, from Brooklyn, New York, here is the challenger, Shannon Briggs. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white trimmed with blue and weighing 260 pounds. This 1968 Olympic gold medalist has a professional record of 76 victories, including 68 by knockout, and he has 4 defeats. Now, he steps into the ring for the 81st time, prepared to defend the title he captured by victory in the ring and never lost by defeat in the ring. Tonight, we turn the page to another chapter in the ongoing career of a boxing legend. Ladies and gentlemen, from Marshall, Texas, presenting the 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, Big George Foreman.
On this side. Oh, you come on this side. Okay. Okay, let's go. Bring him up. Okay. All right, chief seconds. Boxers. Where's your chief seconds, Chairman? All right, boxers. You received your instructions in the dressing room. Obey my commands. Protect yourself at all times. Let's touch gloves. Have a good, clean fight. Let's touch them.
George talks more these days about missing his church work, missing his work with his kids program. He's not in the best shape we've seen him in recent years. Does he still have the old want to and the can do? George Foreman is a compelling figure in boxing. This is not a compelling fight.
Show ain't. But at least it's changing. In round 6 or 7, Briggs found a formula for limiting Foreman's opportunities, as is evidenced by the fact that CompuBox numbers in round 7 showed Foreman attempting only 21 punches. Here's a hard right hand across the top by Foreman. Briggs shakes his head, but that punch landed. Harold Letterman, how you got it through 7?
Jim, I got it 5 rounds to 2, 68-65 George Foreman. I think he hurt him in the 7th round with a couple of punches he landed. Thought he won that also. He certainly lost the 6th round, I'm talking about Foreman, but he just keeps walking him down and wrapping him with the harder shots. I think he's winning the fight.
He's winning the 8th round. That much I can tell you.
I have it 4 rounds, 2 and 1 even. I always manage to find an even round.
I was just about to say that, Larry. You know, if they go one round, I think you got that one round even from the get-go, you know?
Even cameo on Larry's card.
I'm glad I got it out of the way.
Foreman over the top with the right hand. Foreman with a hard left hook.
Stop point.
George having his biggest round since early in the bout.
Yeah, because Briggs is not being offensive now. Briggs is all defenses, and he's letting George be offensive. The best defense is offense.
His feet have stopped moving, his hands have stopped moving, and he's letting George hit him. Now Briggs lands a left hook across the top. Great point. The best defense, particularly against a fighter like Foreman, is a good offense.
The best defense, period, in my case, I think, is a good offense.
Hard right hand.
At least that's what my dad taught me.
And he taught you well.
That was the hardest punch of the fight for George. He must sense that Briggs is weakening or that he just doesn't have any more movement.
Why is Briggs standing straight up here taking these punches is what I would like to know.
Maybe Briggs expended so much energy in rounds 5 and 6.
Yeah, but he can slip the punches. He's in there. Oh, good shot by Briggs. Now, that was smart.
Left hook to the body down low. Very
smart
good
shot.
Hard right hand across the top for Foreman. Round 8, the biggest crowd pleaser of the bout.
You can't let Foreman rally like this because on this rally, he's 48 years old. He may get a 10-8 round here for this big rally. And then you got to knock him out to win the fight now.
I love that left hook to the body if Briggs will keep throwing it. That's a very good idea. Jabs through round 9. Foreman landing 120 of 177. Briggs 44 of 104.
Briggs, once again, starting out the correct way.
10 rounds is as far as Shannon Briggs has ever gone in his career. He got a 10th round TKO over Valdez in his last bout. Briggs lands a right hand across the top. He had a big rally in round 9 of the Valdez fight. Let's see if he's got something saved for rounds 10, 11, and 12 here.
Now that goes into the books or into our computers as a jab. That didn't look like any jab I've seen before.
Looked more like a straight left hand by a southpaw to me.
Larry, among all the heavyweights you've ever covered, whose jab did you like the best?
Larry Holmes had a great jab. Ali.
Sonny Liston?
Liston had a hammer, a really big jab. I don't think anybody depended on the jab as much as Larry Holmes did.
Larry's here tonight in the crowd.
Stop punching.
Veritable who's who of boxing tonight. You've heard from Lennox Lewis. Brunel Whitaker sitting in the row right behind us. Young heavyweight Michael Grant.
Pick him up, that's close.
Here to observe his compatriot, Briggs. David Tua fought on the undercard.
Uh-oh, that body shot might have hurt Briggs.
Pick him up, come on,
Stop
Shannon.
Briggs in his tracks for the moment, but Shannon resumes throwing punches. If you joined us late, David Tua, in his first bout since his loss to Ike Beabuchi, beat Jeff Lally in a second-round knockout. Totally one-sided affair that Tua dominated with body punching. He knocked Lally down 5 times.
Well, the good thing about the young fighters is once you think you got one that's just about to make it, just about to bust onto the scene, you find something tough come out from around the corner and upsets them, you know? That's why I like to see the young guys fight so much.
Just watch him heads, fellas. That's right. Keep the punches up. Watch him heads.
body shot by Shannon.
Hard right hand to the body, sets up a combination up top. Foreman feels the need to come back with a certain fury, but Shannon Briggs with some very effective stuff in round 10.
Steady, steady, don't get sloppy, okay? Let's see a lot of jab.
Round 12 of George Foreman's 81st professional bout. Shannon Briggs, probably behind on the scorecards, probably needs a knockout.
I think so.
Foreman trying for the knockout with that hard right hand over the top, but it was short.
George, pick him up.
Foreman landing to the body, comes back with a left hook. Jab, jab. Foreman the busier fighter in the first 40 seconds of the last round.
All right, let's watch some heads in there.
Good 1-2 combination by George. A left hook followed by a right hook.
Right now it appears that Briggs is just trying to last the distance, that he has submitted to George's enormous will.
Fourth root-going performance in a row for Foreman. If we hear the bell for round 12, hasn't had a knockout since the Moore fight. Maybe he doesn't need knockouts to keep winning at this stage of his career.
All right, stop punch. Come on out.
As long as he can choose his opponents this carefully. Blood around the edges of Shannon Briggs' nose. Visible evidence of Foreman's 12th round attack. All Foreman now as Briggs backs up. Crowd rises to its feet. Another giant ovation
Step back.
for the boxing giant.
I tell you, Shannon Briggs is really showing some heart here tonight, though. He's fighting. He's not running. He's not being afraid. He's trying. He's letting it all hang out.
Good job.
But George may be the most incredible thing I've ever seen.
Briggs landing a left hook inside. Foreman coming back with a left right of his own. 30 seconds to go.
Okay, stop punching. Good job.
Three judges at ringside, probably holding the fate of Foreman's career in their hands. Hard to imagine that he could rebound in a business sense from a loss at this point, but through our eyes, it appears he's not in danger of that.
His courage, Briggs, came too late.
And you saw what were no doubt words of encouragement and support from George Foreman to the man whom Foreman no doubt believes he has just defeated. Harold Letterman, how'd you finish up with the scorecard?
Well, Jim, once again, I'm not one for giving a fight to a guy that runs away. And certainly Shannon Briggs ran for 12 rounds from George Foreman. Judge took it to him. I think he deserves this fight. 116, 112, 8 rounds to 4, George Foreman. I just loved him on effective aggressiveness. I thought he landed the harder shots. Shannon Briggs did see his blood in the 12th round and certainly didn't fold up. He punched back, but even still, George took it to him. George landed the harder shots. George did more damage. Foreman by a decision, 8-4.
Amazing grace under pressure in the late rounds from Foreman. came out and seized the 12th round to punctuate his statement to the judges.
And you wonder, how can a 48-year-old man continue to come out and outwork these young guys? It's just so unbelievable.
Well, what amazes you more? What he did here tonight, or that video of him pulling the Jeep up a hill strapped to his back?
Of course, you know that Jeep is the most amazing thing I ever seen.
And final CompuBox punch stat numbers for this bout. Foreman landing 284 out of 488. Briggs throws 6 more punches but lands 61 fewer. Foreman with that extraordinary 58% connect percentage, made even more extraordinary by the fact that to the layman's eyes, every punch appears to be thrown in slow motion. Jabs. Foreman landing 157 out of 230, 68%. It's almost as if he walks up and says, I'm going to hit you with the jab, and you're not going to be able to stop it. Briggs, 57 out of 135, respectable, but probably not enough. Let's go to Michael Buffer.
From the Trump Taj Mahal in Atlantic City, we go to the Budweiser scorecards. Steve Weisfeld scores the bout 114 to 114. He has it even. Lawrence Layton scores the bout 117 to 113. And Calvin Claxton has it 116 to 112 for the winner by majority decision and new linear heavyweight champion of the world, Shannon Briggs.
Well, wow. One of those nights, huh?
Yeah, that's how boxing goes. That's why it's very unsafe to just go in there and assume that you're going to come out a victor.
Not the first time that the 3 judges at ringside have seen a different bout than the one that we watched. 5th loss of George Foreman's career. So Shannon Briggs joins the list of names that begins with Muhammad Ali and includes Jimmy Young, Evander Holyfield, and Tommy Morrison. And Briggs' career is revived in a heartbeat, as long as it took for Michael Buffer to read the scores. Audience does not agree with the decision. Claxton, 116 to 112 for Briggs. That's a simple 8 rounds to 4 for Briggs, including 6 of the last 8 rounds to Briggs in Claxton's scorecard. Lawrence Layton, 117 to 113 for Briggs, including 7 of the last 8 rounds to Briggs. And Steve Weisfeld is the man who saw it even at 114 apiece. He gave each of the last 2 rounds to Foreman, and indeed, Weisfeld gave 4 of the last 5 rounds to Foreman, while the 2 other judges were giving 6 of 8 and 6 of 7.
Promotions with Henry Holmes Productions and your undisputed, undefeated king of beers, Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Present 12 rounds of boxing for the linear heavyweight championship of the world. Sanctioned by the New Jersey State Athletic Control Board, Boxing Commissioner Larry Hazard Sr., Chairman Jerry Gormley, Board members Gary Shaw and Stephen Katz, Deputy Commissioner John Greco, physicians at ringside, Dr. Kenneth Remsen, Dr. Stephen Oxler, Dr. Dominic Coletta Jr., and Dr. Louis Sabatini. Timekeeper at the bell, Roosevelt Gilbert. Counting for the knockdown seconds, alternate referee Tony Orlando.